wrestling fans? Once again, welcome to another exciting half hour of NAWA Pro Wrestling. I am the PWF Heavyweight Champion, the Golden Gladiator number 2. I welcome all of y'all. We got a big old card for you with an exciting main event where I'm issuing an open challenge. If anybody feels like challenging me, at the end of the show, I think I'll wrestle them. So let me look out there. Don't look, nobody's coming, so that means I got a weekend off. And hey, here he is. This is the American GI, folks. American GI, this guy's been around since the early 90s. He's been around the world. He beat Ivan Koloff. He beat them all. Jimmy Snuka, the Guerreros. This man has beat everybody. Welcome, sir. What you doing here?
Glad to be here, brother. Hey, listen, Golden Gladiator, just celebrated 30 years in this business.
That's awesome.
1993, I won that belt for the first time.
Oh,
that same belt right there, Professional Wrestler Federation heavyweight title. You know, what better way to celebrate 30 years than accepting your challenge and leaving today with that PWF title around my waist.
Oh, I didn't mean you. I meant anybody else out there. I mean, you know, you're a busy man. You don't need to wrestle me today.
Brother, I'm not too busy to come take that belt from you today, that's for sure. I think these people want to see it. You know it, I know it, and they know it.
Well, this ain't really what I was looking forward to today, but why not? Me and this legend, American GI. I'll figure out a way to cheat him.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got a new match added to the show today. The PWF Heavyweight Championship is going to be on the line as Golden Gladiator number 2 is going to be taking on one of the former PWF Heavyweight Champions, the American GI, later on here in the show. But now we're going to head down to the ring for our opening contest this week as the DH and HD show host Drew Hood is going to be taking on newcomer Devin Reid. And, you know, last time we saw Drew Hood, he had come to a little bit of a verbal exchange with Johnny Ryder, the heavyweight champion, over who the biggest star here in the company was. And, you know, with that open challenge policy of Johnny Ryder, I don't know why Drew Hood's wasting his time with this kid, Redbeard. You got to go straight to the top.
Something of a tune-up match here, per se, but I think regarding that opening segment, Golden Gladiator number 2, he should have worn his brown pants to work today, if you know what I'm saying there. American GI coming in and challenging the man for that PWF title, but right now, newcomer Devin Reid against Drew Hood. These two men lock up here in the middle of the ring. Reid got immediate control here, starting to work over DH and HD.
Devin Reid, not seen him ever before making his debut, but he's got a huge task ahead of him as Drew Hood, the very first, the inaugural television champion in the ring here, the megastar, Redbeard.
Be everything you always wanted there, that catchphrase he has. And Drew Hood definitely has been making waves here in terms of his physique.
Whoa!
Look at that.
Making waves. This Devin Reid with that drop kick to the face of Drew Hood.
Got him right in the mush there, Michael. My goodness.
You know that face is insured for $1 million, Redbeard. It's got to be ready, TV ready at all times.
He's going to need to insure his teeth there as well with a kick like that. My goodness. Oh, wow. Just an overhand right.
Oh, my God. Holy Christ.
Big time boot there by Drew Hood. He's got him loaded up. Big time tackle there.
And I
going
think
for a pinfall.
That kick just woke up the monster that is known as Drew Hood, and DH and HD show racking up another victory here on the program.
Hey, hello, wrestling fans. I'm standing here with the Southern Pimp himself, Cat Daddy. Cat Daddy, what you doing in NAWA?
What am I doing here in NAWA? It's real simple. I'm here to do what Cat Daddy does everywhere else. And that's kick ass, take names, because pimping is in town. Every time pimping comes into town, you tell all your wives, your girlfriends, your nieces, your daughters, your granddaughters to hide because you know the real deal is in town. And I'm going to do the same thing here at NAWA that I've done anywhere else. Kick ass, take names, and win championships pimping, because that's what I do. You're now officially another part of the International House of Pimpin'. Pimpin'. Do you get that? The International House of Pimpin'.
We got it.
You know
we
what
got
I'm saying?
it. Hey, folks, lock up your ladies. Cat Daddy is in town.
That's right.
There you have it. New words from newcomer Cat Daddy. But right now, we got a
International House of Pimpin', baby.
I tell you what.
Woo, yeah.
I might be ready to sue somebody.
You probably want some pancakes, but you probably need to go to the International House of Pimpin', Redbeard.
I'm a very happily married man. Thank you very much, Michael. But right now, Craig Thunder Anderson got a
Jesus, holy Christ!
Oh,
you need to get your eyes checked. Something. This is Chris Thunder
Chris
Anderson.
Thunder
and
Anderson.
He's taking on high performance here. The last time we saw Thunder, he was coming to the aid of Adam James. We still haven't figured out what's going on between those two, but high performance has got a task ahead of him here today.
High performance and me, you've got two things in common here in terms of our brains being rattled around here by too much contact over the years. But my goodness, Chris Thunder Anderson here, apologies, folks. Now eating a shoulder there by the big man. High performance being outweighed here by at least 150 pounds, I'd say.
He's just bouncing right off of Thunder Anderson. Quick reflexes, duck that clothesline, and hits him with a drop kick. This high performance.
Got him in center mass there, but didn't move the man very much. High performance eats a slingshot and a shoulder right there in that turnbuckle.
We saw high performance last week.
Oh,
I think he just knocked that
He
kid
might
out.
have. My goodness, Michael.
He just folded up like an accordion onto the mat there after that right hand. I think this match is over, Redbeard. He's just dragging him up by the hair.
Thunder just picked him up more or less to continue things here. Slingshots him across, ducks under again, gets him up. Oh, wow. Big time spine buster there by Anderson.
I think that could be it, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute.
Paying attention? Are you paying attention, Gladiator? I hope you are.
Anderson shooting a warning there to Golden Gladiator.
What's the beef between him and Gladiator number 2? We saw as we went off the air last week.
Oh, wow. Brain buster.
They were having some exchange of words over something, and we got to figure out what's going on with here. But we just figured out Chris Thunder Anderson is your winner here over high performance.
All right, folks, I'm standing here with the partnerless C.J. Bentley. C.J., well, me and you pretty soon, you got to get your partner, don't you, big dog?
Well, first of all, I want to know, is there any place that TC3 checkbook can't reach? I've called everywhere looking for a partner. But you know what? I'll find a partner.
Probably not. Because TC3 is a very rich man, and we don't like you that much. And I like this job, and TC3 is my best friend, and he's going to make sure that you and your mama don't get your job back. How's she doing, by the way?
I'm going to get my job back.
Yeah, TC3 said that she was a little ornery the other night.
This is how I make my living. I'm going to get my job back.
No, you're not. There you go, folks. He still ain't got a partner. He's trying to find one. If you want to come be his partner, just don't sign your death warrant. Don't be that stupid.
Woo, Master, this is professional wrestler Jimmy Valiant. Handsome Jimmy, the Boogie Woogie Man. I'm talking about people, my brothers and sisters. Yours truly loves you all. Now, hey, y'all, I have a wrestling camp in Charlottesville, Virginia. It's called BWC, Boogie's Wrestling Camp, Hall of Fame Museum. Come if you want to be a professional wrestler, valet, or a referee, or a timekeeper. Put up the ring, brother. Anything. We'll teach you all. Do interviews. Do it all right here at BWC.
For more information on Boogie's Wrestling Camp Hall of Fame Museum, visit jimmyvaliant.weebly.com. Oh, yeah!
Take a trip into the mind of the Meaning, a brand new podcast featuring former WWE and ECW star, The Blue Meaning. We'll cover wrestling, music, movies, sports, and lots of useless knowledge, all contained in the mind of the Meaning. Subscribe now and follow us on social media at Mind of the Meaning.
All right, wrestling folks, it's your favorite masked man, Golden Gladiator number 2. I'm standing here with the Mortons. What claims to be a third-generation guy, and Ricky Morton. He said he won a few matches before, but I do believe I beat him. What do you say, Rick?
You did what?
You remember that time I beat you?
Remember that time
yeah.
you beat me? Look here.
Folks, I said I beat him, so I did. So I really did.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said you did, but
Somebody copied over the tape, but it happened.
But you'd be better off winning the lottery than trying to beat me. I would put a sandwich on my head and starve the Golden Gladiator to death. What do you think?
I think I was talking to Kerry over here. So you say you're third generation. You really counting Paul Morton as the guy? He was a bald-headed eagle. He was an alcoholic.
Right.
He made Jerry Calhoun look like a good referee. That's a true story.
Yeah. Let me get this situation. What
Yeah.
you gonna do? You're gonna whoop our ass? Come on now.
I done beat him.
You don't beat us.
I can beat you if I wanted to.
Well, let's see that later then. What do you say?
Well, I don't have my stuff with me.
Wait a minute.
I don't know if I have my stuff, guys.
Let's change the topic here. I just want to tell everybody it's a pleasure to be here at NAWA. Looking forward to having a good time today. But I will be in the ring later on, so if you want to try your luck again, I'll be waiting on you, okay?
I tell you what, maybe me and you next week.
Yeah, okay.
What do you think? Because I don't have my stuff this week.
Have a good day, my friend.
Have a good day.
Guys, I don't know what just happened, and I'm not sure. But we'll be back in a minute.
Golden Gladiator now might have bitten off more than he can chew, Michael, as the Mortons will be in action here on the program. And next week, Kerry Morton will be taking on Golden Gladiator number 2.
Well, we went from the Legend Killing Tour to the Future Legend Killing Tour, but also coming up later, we've got the PWF title on the line. Golden Gladiator 2's got his foot in too many pots as he's taking on the American GI. But now, let's head down to the ring as Cat Daddy, the International House of Pimpin', is making his debut here against one half of Stroking Toes. Twinkle Toes himself, Jamie Knight, Redbeard.
I tell you what, all kinds of connotations could be made in the matchup featuring these two gentlemen. My goodness, Toes and Pimpin', and what in the world have we found ourselves in here, Michael?
We have found a pimp has made his way here to the North American Wrestling Alliance.
We're going to see how strong his pimp hand is here, see if he can actually get something over here on Jamie Knight. As you said, Michael, one half of Stroking Toes.
Did you just say pimp hand, Redbeard?
Pimp hand. Got to keep your pimp hand strong, as Snoop Dogg said.
All the things I never thought I'd hear on this show.
Hey, it's changing all the time. Cat Daddy there eating a big shoulder there from Knight.
Well, the pimp not pimping too hard right now. He's going to have to pimp hard and pimp harder. You get that reference?
Yeah, pimping ain't easy. You know, it is what it is. Eating a couple of arm drags there from Jamie Knight.
He's really twinkling here like his toes do. As Jamie Knight, his Cat Daddy's got to get out of the ring and regroup. Not wanting to make a bad impression here on his debut. Jamie Knight going to the floor. He's going after the pimp. Cat Daddy right now.
Cat Daddy had the strategy there and the wherewithal to get out of the ring to get a bit of a breather. But now he's got control over Knight, clobbering the man over the head here, repeated blows. First time we've seen Cat Daddy in competition here. Really going to get an impression for what this man is all about. Got Knight draped over that middle rope there now.
We know you all that you've met Cat Daddy before. We all know that, Redbeard. Come on, don't act like you don't know who this guy is.
I go to the house of pancakes. I don't go to the house of
You want to call it pancakes, buddy? You call it pancakes, but we know where you've been.
Don't keep your eyes off of my checking statement there every week. Won't have anything to worry about. But now Knight got himself into a predicament here now as Cat Daddy's starting to show control. Snaps him over there. Now Cat Daddy looking to make a pin cover. 2 count only, though. Michael, he's looking very impressive here so far.
The pimp, Cat Daddy is, oh, wait a minute. Right in front of the referee here.
Oh,
He's
wow.
going to let things go. He should have tossed this match right out. Twinkle Toes not too smart in his tactics here.
Not too subtle at all, going
And
for
a
a
piss poor cover, if I must say.
Absolutely there. Twinkle Toes doing a little bit too much jibber jabbering with the referee for my taste in things here. But now look, Cat Daddy got him from behind.
Not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Maybe he ought to join that tribe of Chief J Eagles with dull knife and sharp stick or whatever they're called.
Look at that Cat Daddy with an axe kick there, taking down Jamie Knight.
Impressive athleticism shown there, but still not enough to put Jamie Knight away. Referee Chris Pope only giving us the 2. And you got to wonder, what corner does the pimp, with his pimp, what corner of Burke County Cat Daddy's taken over since he's gotten here, Redbeard?
I can only imagine with the kind of things we've seen
What
here.
block has he taken over? Has he taken over the whole city? Is he pimping all over Burke County, Redbeard?
He's all over the top rope there now. Look at that, delivering a big time, or tried to anyway, a big time offensive maneuver, high risk for sure. And sometimes, as you say, high risk doesn't have high reward.
Jamie Knight rolling out of the way right there. Cat Daddy having a little bit more trouble with getting a victory here over old Twinkle Toes than I thought he would.
Yeah, Twinkle Toes, as we said, a tag team specialist as we've come to know him here in NAWA. Now mounting the man up in top of that corner, delivering a series of left hands. Cat Daddy able to shove him off, though. My goodness.
He's full of fire, but the fire has just been put out by the pimp. Cat Daddy here ladies and gentlemen, making his debut here on NAWA Championship Wrestling.
A good battle here between these two, very even. Nice contest here, and the only kind of action you can expect to see here on NAWA every week. Folks, if you've not done it already, please subscribe.
Holy Christ, he just dropped him right on his neck.
Cat Daddy subscribing Jamie Knight to a loss there, my goodness.
Pimping his way to a debut victory is Cat Daddy, ladies and gentlemen. What an impressive debut here.
All right, wrestling fans, I'm standing here with next to perfect Adam James. I don't know if you heard Myric Moore lately, but he just called you out earlier on this program.
Well, Myric, you are one of the top up-and-coming stars. You've been around a long time, and you've proven yourself time and time again. So if you want a match with me, I'm more than happy to give it to you.
There it is, folks. Two guys head-to-head. You don't want to miss that one.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's your main event here tonight. Myric Moore, the Irish hand grenade, undefeated in singles competition. Perfect here in NAWA. Going to be taking on next to perfect Adam James. That's coming up here later on, but let's head down to the ring now.
I brought both my warriors to NAWA Wrestling. You got Sharp Stick and Dull Knife, and they here for two reasons. Have to hurt somebody and go home. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Chief the Eagle, he's hot now like a Krispy Kreme donut. And when I won that DV title, I was happy as a drunk teenager stuffing baby chickens because I want that title again. I'm bringing my lawyer, and we're going to do something about that.
Jibber-jabbered about a lawyer and whatever else there, but there you see it, folks. Rock and roll Ricky Morton standing right there in the NAWA ring, flanked by his son, Kerry Morton. Such a great thing to have these two men in action here in NAWA.
WWE Hall of Famer Ricky Morton, usually flanked in tag team competition with his longtime partner, Robert Gibson, but here lately when you see Ricky in tag team action, he's got his third generation of Morton, his son Kerry, by his side as he's breaking into the world of professional wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got the size, he's got the look, he's got the DNA to make it here in this business. But there you see the WWE Hall of Famer, 9-time NWA Tag Team Champion. They're taking on the Interns here, Redbeard.
Sharp Stick and Dull Knife here in tag team action against the Mortons. Again, you know, Michael, I know you and I both grew up watching Ricky and Robert competing all over the world against the likes of some of the greatest tag teams ever. Here today, we're blessed to have them in competition. And involving Kerry here, as you said, third-generation superstar, got all the tools in the world, but right now, showing off against this intern, got one on him there with a stomp to the foot, now wrenching away at that arm.
There you go. Right here.
Got the man tied up, bringing in legendary
Ricky Morton here, and they're going to work on that arm of the intern here.
Showing off that classic ability to take apart a body part there, working over this shoulder and elbow joint is Ricky Morton.
He just got it cinched in as he shoots him off the ropes with a quick reversal. Oh, kicks him right in the midsection. Big running knee lift. Ricky Morton still got it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you ever doubt the abilities of Ricky Morton. One of the greatest baby faces of all time. And here comes his son, Kerry Morton, off the middle rope. Double axe handle right on that arm. And the Chief just looking on in his tribe as being picked apart by the Mortons here this week.
You might say the tribe is getting chopped up here by the Mortons, but of course, as soon as I say that, we'll say maybe Dull Stick there or Dull Knife, got Kerry into the corner there, and they've got the man isolated now.
They're doing everything they can to keep Ricky Morton out of the ring and get the upper hand and cheat behind the referee's back. Look here, Chief
Look at that.
Going right after the eyes or the throat, the eyes of Kerry Morton there.
Referee trying to direct Ricky Morton into the proper corner there, but now the Interns full control over Kerry Morton. My goodness. You know, this young man, he's done so much in the business already with his career, but you have to say he might not be quite experienced enough to know what to look out for in facing two men like the Interns. and all these dastardly tactics.
They definitely have the experience advantage over Kerry. That back elbow taking him off his feet, and Kerry Morton cannot be looking past these interns because we know he's got a huge match here on the program next week against Golden Gladiator number 2. But he's got his hand full right now as the interns are just working him over and picking him apart as this match progresses here.
Slingshots that intern across. Got a head charge in there, but missed entirely with that elbow. Now look at this. Intern wrenching away and showing some good tag team strategy here. You know, these interns have really coalesced into a pretty stiff tag team here, Michael, as we've seen them grow over the past couple of weeks. Definitely getting some experience and tutelage from their alliance with Chief J Eagle. Now look at that. Oh, wow. Getting out of the way was Morton as that intern there went for something of a Bronco Buster type maneuver. Definitely got out of the way.
Now, look at that. The other intern just smartly getting in the ring and dragging Kerry down off of his feet.
He cut off
Wait
Kerry,
a minute.
but there you go. Able to get into a combat roll into bringing his dad in the ring. Now here we go with rock and roll. Ricky Morton delivered some right hands at a meeting of the minds.
And here we go. The Mortons are in control here. Ricky getting his son back into the ring. Here we go. Double team maneuver coming up. Oh, meeting of the minds again there. Kerry rolls him up and gets the 3 count. And the Mortons have won this matchup here in their debut here in NAWA Championship Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
Such a great thing to see this growing tag team here between father and son. And Chief J Eagle is beside himself, Michael.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this quick commercial break. What a matchup.
Hey, this is Del Wilkes, and I want to thank John Toomey for all the great artwork he's contributed to Behind the Mask, Del the Patriot Wilkes, and also to just the wrestling business in general, man. You do a great job, high quality, first class stuff, and everybody can check him out at ToomeyDrawings.com. Check out his stuff, man. It's world class. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with this is the first of our 2 big main events this week as we've got the PWF heavyweight title on the line. Golden Gladiator number 2 making the jump. There's that belt that's on the line. He's taking on American GI. He issued an open challenge here at the start of the show, and GI accepted it. Former PWF heavyweight champion and himself, Redbeard.
GI, a big man coming into action here, trying to get that PWF title back into his collection. And now just being assaulted by Golden Gladiator number 2. Got things going. Oh, wow. Chopped to the throat. Gladiator, as we said there, got things going before GI was even prepared to begin this matchup here. That might be the only hope Golden Gladiator number 2 had to get the victory here over this man.
This is American GI's 30th year in professional wrestling. As this match is taking place, he said, what a way for him to celebrate 30 years if he can upset Golden Gladiator number 2 here today for that PWF title.
As he said, he was a former champion there in PWF and now trying to continue his career by regaining that gold. Something that, Michael, I'll say Golden Gladiator number 2 here, did he ever actually win that title?
I just want to know, Redbeard, is this an official match? Has the contract been signed? I mean, we saw him accept the challenge on camera earlier. This has got to be an official match.
Verbal terms are as good as a signed
Wait a minute,
contract.
he rolls him up. 2, 3. We got a new champion. If it holds up in court, Redbeard.
Oh, come on.
If it holds up in court, we got a new champion. The American GI has won the Professional Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, what a moment here for the American GI.
27 years ago, I won this belt for the first time. 30 years in this business, it's now come full circle. PWF Heavyweight Champion.
Well, there you go, the new PWF Heavyweight Champion, the American GI, ladies and gentlemen. What What a matchup that was. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, next week, Golden Gladiator number 2, he's got his hands full again as he's on the Future Legend Killer Tour, as he's going to be taking on Kerry Morton right here on the show. But now, Redbeard, it's time for our huge main event as the Irish hand grenade, Myric Moore, is going to be taking on next to perfect Adam James here this week in our huge main event.
Two good-looking young men here, definitely in the highlight or the prime of their careers. As you see Adam James there on the right side of your screen taking on Myric Moore in the black trunks there. Haven't seen Moore around these parts in quite some time, but he appears to be in good shape, rested, ready for combat here as he goes right in there against next to perfect Adam James.
Barrel-chested and battle-tested is Myric Moore, and since being here in NAWA and singles competition, he has not been defeated, has not had his shoulders pinned to the mat here, not one time, Redbeard, and he takes offense to Adam James calling himself perfect. Myric Moore is the only perfect one here.
What remains to be seen is right now, next to perfect Adam James has got control over Myric Moore. As we said, we haven't seen Moore here in quite some time. When he was here previously, he was something of a tag team specialist, but now looking to break out and get back involved here in the singles division here, and now just clubbering away at Adam James. Tough as nails man here in the form of Myric Moore, definitely showing off what he means by that Irish hand grenade moniker.
Well, when people come into NAWA, they know if they want to make a name for themselves, they got to go after the top guy, one of the top people here. And like we said over the years, since we've been doing this show, Adam James is sort of the franchise player here in NAWA. And Myric Moore knows if he wants to make an even huger statement on his return, he's got to beat Adam James here today in the main event if he wants to continue to stake his claim as the best in NAWA. He's got to pull out the victory here today.
As you said, Michael, Adam James has become something of a measuring stick around here. He's been a consistent part of our roster for several years, held almost every gold there is to have here at the company, and now we have two men who are definitely trying to make waves towards the top of the heavyweight division.
There always seems to be something involving and circling around Adam James. He's got Myric Moore breathing down his neck literally right now, and we got to wonder what's going on between him and Thunder Anderson. What type of relationship is brewing between those two? But that's got to be the farthest thing off the mind of Adam James. He just got fish hooked in the nose there by this Irish hand grenade, Redbeard.
I was going to say the relationship between Moore and James right now is definitely on the rocks as these two men are just laying into each other.
Beautiful drop kick delivered there by next to perfect, making Myric Moore rethink his strategy as he crawls out to the floor, trying to maintain that perfect record in singles competition here. And that's a big part of being able to get out of the ring and recollect your thoughts. Myric Moore playing his cards right here.
Taking all the time he can and getting a moment, as you said, Michael, to collect himself and identify some strategy and how he's going to maybe move here against Adam James next. Getting back in the ring. Looks like Myric might have a bit of an arm injury there, holding that left arm tight to the chest. Have to see how that goes for him as this matchup goes on here.
Maybe he's just playing possum there because he didn't have any problems just lifting up the 200-plus pound Adam James for that body slam. And now just wrenching on that headlock here.
Putting all of his weight onto the back of Adam James, tearing away at the ability of that man to be able to breathe and conduct himself.
And you can see Adam James breathing heavier, breathing a little bit harder since being put down on that mat. Just having to carry the weight of another man is a task that you don't want to bear in a wrestling match, Redbeard, but it's a smart strategy by his opponent, Myric Moore here.
It's a foolproof way of wearing someone down. If someone can't breathe, they can't fight, obviously, let alone do anything else. Now back up to a vertical base as James, that adrenaline starting to flow as he shoves the man off, shoots him across. Whoa, big back body drop there by Adam James. Sends Moore crashing down. Coming in for a pinfall here. Cover. 2 count only, though.
Quickly went for that cover, which was smart on his behalf, but not enough. Look at that, just grabbing him by the tights and just throwing him into that middle turnbuckle. making Adam James go out to the floor. And now Myric Moore is following right behind him.
Oh, wow.
God almighty.
Look out for our camera position there. Now just spilling to the outside. Moore using the ring as a weapon there for a moment. But now these two men brawling on the outside around the folks who have gathered here today to be a part of our taping. But look at this. Oh, wow. Moore just diving on top of the man, sends him crashing to the concrete below.
And this has went from a scientific wrestling match to a street fight almost, Redbeard.
Really and truly just spilling out here
Myric
amongst
Moore
the
looks
crowd.
like he's returned to the ring to break the 10 count. Adam James, if he can't make it back to the ring here in a few seconds, he's going to be counted out. Here he goes.
Staggering back to the ring.
Up to 9 and just barely getting back into the ring. Myric Moore was hoping to squeak one out here as he just chokes Adam James right here in front of our referee.
James doing all he can to get out of the throttling there of Moore being applied ruthlessly to the throat.
You could see the effects of that choke as Adam James barely can't breathe. Up. Reversal. Holy Christ, what a power slam out of nowhere. Only good enough for a 2 count here, Redbeard.
Big time impact, though, nonetheless. Sending shivers up and down the spine of Myric Moore.
And Adam James has got a little bit of semblance of control here. Huge clothesline there. What a battle back and forth between two of the best here in NAWA, Redbeard.
Really great protracted combat here between these two men.
Oh, wait a minute. He's trying to get that perfect plex. Look at that. He's just clawing him right in the mouth and the nose.
Oh, then stunning him over the top of the head with that elbow.
Myric Moore is going to do what he's got to do to win this match. Big spine buster. Could that be it? 1, 2, no!
Oh, wow.
Adam James kicked out at the last second. Referee Craig Robbins saying it's 2. He counted to 2. He came very close to hitting for 3.
That was about 2 7/10 there, Michael.
And
Myric Moore almost had him.
Adam James is just barely still in this matchup.
Look at this here.
Going for a figure 4.
He's got it cinched in. James is there in the middle of the ring. Moore's got himself in a position where he can prevent James from reaching for any rope.
The only option Adam James has is to try to swing his body weight in either direction and roll this move over. He's done for, Redbeard. He is dead center in the middle of that ring.
James reaching for whatever he can get a hold of there. He's got to protect himself too. Can't leave those shoulders on the mat. Otherwise that would count as a pinfall.
How much
eating
longer,
this pain.
Yeah, how much longer is he going to be able to withstand this figure 4 leg lock right here in the middle of the ring? Ladies and gentlemen, what a main event we're delivering here this week.
The only kind of match you could expect to see here in the main event for NAWA. Folks, look at that, though. Moore now eating the pain himself as James was able to reverse that hold.
Now he's back in charge. Myric Moore letting it go. Oh, he felt the pain once he was rolled over and reversed the weight of that figure 4 on his own leg.
Oh, wow.
Right back to the attack is Myric Moore. The Irish hand grenade is just super aggressive here this week.
He's a statistical individual, but now look at that. James trying to reach almost into the eye sockets there himself of Moore, trying to get whatever he can here as that left knee is on shreds, Michael.
Well, we've seen Myric Moore defeat many big names here. He's defeated Austin Jordan. He's one of the few men to actually pin Axel Jaggers here in NAWA. So Myric Moore with an impressive resume. It wouldn't surprise me to see him beat Adam James here this week, but Adam James still full of fight here. Oof, just slingshotting him up out of that corner.
Now Myric Moore continuing to pick apart. Oh, there's a cover. Referee's got to get in there. 2.
Only a 2 count there. You're getting ahead of yourself there as the referee was getting into position. But that left leg, like you said, is being just torn into shreds, Redbeard, as Myric Moore just continues to focus his attack solely on that knee of next to perfect Adam James.
Moore has impressed us in the past in being a real tactician when it comes to identifying a weak body part, and he's done it here once again and isolating that knee. And now clobbering the man over the head as well. But James, look at that, ducks under. What's he going to try and go for here?
He got him down. He's got him in an arm bar.
trying to wrestle the man down.
He's clamping that arm in between his legs. He's trying to lock in a crossface here. He's got a crossface. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got it locked in. He's got it cinched in.
Wrenching back on the neck of Myric Moore is Adam James. He's got him tied up good, Michael.
And Myric Moore is in some trouble here. That perfect streak could be over. Look at that, he's got him right at dead center. He's not very close to those ropes.
He's nowhere near those ropes, Michael. He's in a different time zone than those ropes. My goodness. Moore eating all kinds of pain.
Wait a minute, the bell just rang, Red Beer. Is that it? Did he tap out? Adam James is, oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? The referee called for the bell. He just called it a 10. We only had a time limit of 10 minutes on this main event. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a time limit draw here. No winner this week in your main event.
Moore maintains his perfect streak there, though. He still is undefeated in NAWA.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we got. What a main event. So long for now. We'll see you right here next week on NAWA Championship Wrestling.